Hey, yeah, YouTubers, Tasman here, bringing you another episode of Regrowth, where we're bringing this cold, dead, desolate world back to life, one block at a time. That thing isn't like picking this up, is it? Oh, poop! It is. Well, it's not too. Where is it? Hello. There it is. I mean, it doesn't seem to be doing it very much, so I'm not too worried about it. But here we are down in our power generation area. It looks like we're doing really good with power. Everything seems to be working pretty good. This guy will be out of power most of the time. That's just the nature of this thing. But that's okay. But it does seem to be working. I don't think we're really wasting anymore, where this is just constantly going. You can see that's kicked on, and there it goes because everything's full. So yeah, I think we're pretty good there. I'm not going to worry about that much. But I did want to go down there to get this stuff. I wanted to get some repeaters, redstone comparators, redstone blocks, or block of redstone, redstone dust, redstone lamps, and redstone torches. I might need... How do we make these guys again? I never make lamps very much. I think, isn't it just redstone and glowstone dust? Recipe. Oh, a glowstone and 4 redstone. Yeah, so, whoops. Let's see, do we have glowstone in here? GLE, glowstone. Is it just like this? Like this? No. How do you make glowstone? It's 4, isn't it? I think it's 4. Beautiful. So we have 10. I believe at max we would want 5 more. Like I show. Go and grab that. And that, I guess. And then I don't want to use the redstone dust. Well, I'm probably fine if I use that. But anyway. Redstone dust. We have plenty in here. One isn't just like a show. Perfect. So go ahead and add those. 3, 4, and 5. Just like that. I know I could have just, now that I'm thinking about it, I could have done it once and did this all automatically. Wasn't thinking about that. But I think that's plenty for what we want. So what I wanted to do is, oh, we even have some living rock. That's actually really good because we can do this and get one of these. So we're going to do some testing. So we're going to have a little testing episode, which we do have every now and then. However, let's put it down here. I'm going to run out of my mana stuff. I'm going to... we want to see how much signal this actually gets. So if it's a standard type of thing, so if we, let's just think about this. So if we say this is 100%, right? And we have redstone signal up to 15, we would have to see how many times 15 goes into 100. So 15 and 15 is 30. 30 and 15 is 45. And if we double that, that's 90. So probably about 6. And then actually that leaves 10, which is kind of the same. So it's actually going to be 1/6 of this will be, if we're right, will be 1 redstone signal. If that doesn't make sense to you, hopefully I'm right. I'm not always the best at math. So we know that a redstone signal goes 15. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So that means that one should never, ever get an actual signal. Then what we want to do is we want to throw in here a mana tablet. But before we do that, let's go ahead and just set up our little system so we can see easily. We want the repeaters. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on that side. And I don't, we'll put one there, but I'm pretty sure we'll never see a signal no matter what. Glad it didn't line up with that guy. And boom. So like that. So now if we take our redstone lamps, and I don't need that last one. So if we go here, here, here. Sorry you're gonna hear a whole lot. A high pitch, oops. So do that. And then here, here. So I mean technically, oh, whoops, we didn't need this last one. Technically, we don't even know if this will output signals, so it's kind of silly to even put any of this stuff together until we figure that out. I just barely thought of that very fact. But we can quickly test that, I think, in our area up here. So let's go ahead and go up here real quick. Woo! Like so. And go up our stairs. So basically, I don't know if I can actually place a redstone. Yeah, I can't place it there. So what we have to do is grab you, go boom like so, and I guess we just use this guy. I imagine I can put a redstone device on that. So here's our first test right here, actually. So we definitely do get a signal out of it. If we were to go like this, wow, I didn't know those guys take a redstone signal. Alright, so if we look at this, that's a power 1, and that one right there is power 13. So this guy must not be full. Yeah, he's not quite full. The question is that 1/6 of what's left? I guess I really don't need to do my test out there other than I want to see. Well, it'll be fun. So we're going to do it anyway. Go and break you, and we can go ahead and break you back. And whoop, right here. So yes, it is clear that these guys output a redstone signal. So the next thing, this guy looks like he might be the fullest. Actually, I might have some full. Yeah, I do. I just passed over them. So I'm not sure how many one of these hold. So what I'm looking to do is figure out what kind of setup, and maybe not even in here, maybe this setup stays the way it is, and maybe we can like just set up some little ones that will be out and about so that as we pass them it will recharge us. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do it just yet. Oh, I grabbed 2. Alright, so if we take this and throw this in here, oh, here, nope, in here, go, doop. There we go. So that should, now I'm hoping that one of these tablets actually has a decent amount. I'm hoping it goes to half. So it's looking good so far. Half would be probably right around here, right? Because we got, well, 15 isn't going to have an, actually 7 would be half. So we have 3, 6, 7. So this is actually half. And that guy looks bone dry. Perfect. Okay, so we do know that we can do that. Now the thing is, oh, that was pretty cool. So we throw this other one in there. That should fill up all the rest. And of course, it will not get to this guy because that will be number 15. However, it did seem like it might not even hit that very last one. It might only go 14 because this guy, 4, 7, 6. Are you? Oh, I missed. I was like, wait a minute. All right, throw up. Get in there. There we go. So now let's see, it's up to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's see if we get one more. Yeah, so since this guy's taken one, so that's the 15, it outputs 14 here and goes all the way down. So as I suspected, this one right here, this should be one. This guy doesn't get it. So that's 14, which also means, were we getting a little over half when it was not half or something? Let's try this real quick. So we do that. Let's go ahead and switch the direction. There we go. And this should go backwards. Now, if this is 14, oh yeah, no, that's right, because then it would be 7. So it would have been 8 was half. And there we go, turning off, turning off. And I believe, yeah, it'll be this guy is it. So those are the 7 that are off. This is on. Okay, yeah, so that still is half. That's good. But we lose this guy. So what we want to do is decide how we want this to actually work. Because it would be ideal if we could invert it. Like, does this one work? So if we do that, and then if we put maybe over here, like that, and a redstone torch, is that how it works? Because we only want it to be when it's completely full that the light turns on. So let's see if that works. We're going to have to reverse this guy again. Now, in theory, this should work. Because we're in subtractive mode, it should look at that, which is 15. And if this is 15, that means this will output a signal because they're equal. Although it might be, does that one have to be less? It might have to be 14. So if we do that, so if we do this, it'll definitely turn on. So if we make it so the signal is like 14 instead, we get it, we're not getting anything there. So maybe 13. Does that do it? That works. All right, so here we're seeing that it's 15, 14, 13. So the 13 coming in, there's 15 here, there's 14. 13 is less than that, and so it turns on. I think that's how that works. So I guess, yeah, so because that would be 14. And then it outputs power of 1. So if we set up something that would turn off our dropper, how would we do that? So that's good. Now we know we don't need any of all this, because that would be a pain to have to set up all of that. Oh. Whoops. F7. It looks like technically there's plenty of light here. This. And this. So clean up. Always remember to clean up your messes. So here we have. So we wouldn't be able to do that. Okay. So what we would need is we would have. So my plan would be when this has the signal here, and what we'd want to do is however this signal is being transferred, like it'd probably end up being underground. I don't know if we can do this right. So if we take you, put you there, oops, there. I don't think we can do that because this isn't strong enough and it's not pushing it, right? Because one, that's a 1. But I'd kind of like to keep it as hidden as possible. So I don't want to invert it here necessarily. Although I guess if I did, I could have something like this. And then like that. And then this would go over. So where our spreaders are, the mana spreaders, they, for example, let's just pretend here for a minute. One of these can be the mana spreader. So we have the mana spreader like that. And then we have the flowers in front of it, so we'll pretend these are the flowers. And then what we'd end up doing is, actually we have flowers here too. What we'd end up doing is, this is where we normally throw our piece of 7 coal blocks, and it drops it. So it's kind of like what we have down in the basement. If you remember, we have kind of, well, it's not exactly like that because this will be underground. So we'll have, let's go look at that real quick just so we can see what it's doing. I kind of know, but I think it'll be easier to show you what we need it to do based off of this guy down here. And hopefully the volume is low enough. I don't remember if I said it at the beginning of the video, but I did turn down the volume for block noises. Apparently that's what all these guys down here use, is block noises. So, yeah, we got some time. So the way this is working is when the thumper goes off, or when, let's see, if we do this, we can see that this sits here. Let's see if I can remember now. So the thumper goes off. It sends a signal to this guy because this is a pulse mana spreader. Am I missing it? Do I right click? Oh, there we go. Right click. Which will draw the mana from here, and on a let's see, so what it would do is, oh yeah, okay, I remember now. So when this timer goes off, it sends a signal out here, which will unlock this guy just long enough for one of our coal blocks to come through. It'll go up here through the pipes, and then out here. Now this is the open crate, which drops on top of that guy, which keeps him lit. And we have it kind of arranged so that basically when this goes out, pretty much almost no time later, or very little time later, it will actually, that guy ticks off. I can't remember how long we did this, 10 minutes it looks like. So once that goes there, it also goes here, which triggers this mana spreader, which in turn shoots a mana pulse at the Drum of the Wild, which causes everything in here to harvest. And then once that harvests, it goes into there and there. But because the first drum doesn't always get everything, what we do is have it do, I believe, 3. So it'll actually send a pulse that'll go thunk, then it'll go here, and a second pulse will hit it again, and then it'll go a little bit later, and a third pulse will hit it here. And what we found is that actually gets them all. So kind of what we're setting up right now is how this part will be right here. So, but this mana pool is completely full. In fact, we could even put one of those things over here. But what we want to do is make it so that when that pool is completely full, it locks this system and locks this, and then of course we'll have our timer. So actually what it'll do is lock the timer. So that's the next thing. We got to see if the timer can take a redstone signal and be stopped. Does this tell you how much time's left if I right click it? No, it's locked. Oh, I can lock. Does locking it just make it... I wonder if it still flips over. Let's lock it and see. So anyway, as confusing as that is, that's kind of what the system is set up to do. The pulse that comes out from that is so short that it just barely has time to turn on and off this torch, which will release one piece of one coal block through the system, drop it down there, and as you can see, this guy's now burnt out, which means this should be going off anytime now, unless locking it actually stops it from moving. And I can't tell. It kind of looks like it might. So if I unlock it, does it continue? I think it continued. I have no idea. So we'll keep that in the corner of our screen just barely. It does look like it's going a little thinner, I think. It's definitely going thinner. But I think when it's locked, it does not. There it goes. So you saw one thump, there's 2 thumps, and there's the 3 thumps. So as you can see, that actually was able to harvest everything. We haven't seen this guy go off yet. Oh, there it is right there. Boy, we should put a gold pipe in there. That is so slow. And there we go. It's going to consume it. Boom, and it's on fire. So that's kind of what we want to do, but I think we kind of want to like set up little stations. Oh, that guy's already grown. Do I have any gold pipe down here? Because man, that is nutty slow. Yes, I do. So I don't know. Inventory. I don't think we'll need any of these now. All that. I think we'll keep everything else, but I think I want to replace this with gold pipe. And I don't think I grabbed the gold pipe. Did I? Oh, I did. Alright, so let's quickly do that, and then I think we're going to call it good for this episode, because yeah, time's up. So if we break that, and that, and then grab it before it gets sucked up into that little hopper, what's it called? So do that. Do that one. Yep. And one more. There we go. That should definitely speed this thing up. So let's just test it real quick and just see if it does. This could be bad. Let's just get ready and replace this as soon as it breaks. So we'll just simulate hopefully a quick break. There we go, we got one. Hopefully it hits those pipes and just cruises. There, well, oh, there we go. Yes, that worked good. Alright, so, whoops, no. Didn't mean There we go. All right, so that's kind of what we're shooting for. We want to kind of have it in various places, I think, though. So we kind of have like charging stations, so to speak. The question is how far away? Like if we went, let's do one more test and then I think we'll call it because we're at 25 minutes. And I'd like to know, actually I think we could go out this, does this door still exist? I'm not sure it does. Oh, it does. Okay. I forgot that we left it. So what I like to do, actually I guess we have to go in here anyway. Whoa. I see you. Actually, can I put it down there? Because when I break these trees, it looks like we got all our trees now. Beautiful. So yeah, so what we want to do is I'm going to put these, well, yeah, I'm fine doing that because I want to make sure I know which one's being charged. And we want isolated, no. Recessive, no. Dominant, no. Dispersive, I think it was dispersive. And then we already have a spark, so we'll be good with that. Alright, so we have this guy that is completely full. If we go grab a spark and do this, like I show, let's go ahead and take that out. Let's go ahead, I want to monitor that. And then, how did we put this in? Just like that? Did it go in? Oh yeah, it has the little, okay, yes, so it does float. Alright, so we want to see how far away that works. It actually fills it pretty fast. Still to here. Alright, now that might be because this thing is full. So, yes, it very well could be. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. Throw that in. Dang it. Throw that in there. Have I got it going the wrong way? No, that's working. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let it finish. It's almost there. And there we go, it's full. Alright, so now we grab that. I want to come back way back here and see how far it goes. So I can't see the spark anymore, so it doesn't go that far. I can see the spark right here. And right here. Alright, so it looks like, is this where it was? Yes. So the distance would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 13, I think. And that actually charges pretty fast. I'm pretty happy with that. So that means if I'm right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That means this spot right here is how far it can charge. 13 blocks. Or unless, because I was over one, it might actually be 14. So we'll check that real quick. I think our guy, let's eat real quick. And I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's eat. Alright, so this is the last thing we're going to do really quick is just check this. So we grab that. We run away really quick. Alright, we're too far for it to reach us. So here is block 14. And it clearly is too far for us. And if we come to 13. Oh, 13's too far for us. So we want 12. And there we go. So 12 is the max. So if we have like a 12-foot radius, we should be pretty good. So that's 24 from the center. 25 technically? No. 23 technically, because the center is 12. Alright, I think that's some pretty good testing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you learned something. I know I did. And we're going to have to figure out how exactly we want this whole contraption to work. This is not right, actually. Because we would need... Yeah, this is silly. This will never be off because that's not powering the block below it. You would have to have redstone dust on it. So it actually will go down 3, which is actually kind of good, I think. Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Oh, for a second I thought the tree ate the wall. Check out my Discord and my other channels, and don't forget about the Great Big Game giveaway. When we hit 1,000 subs, we're giving away 57 Steam games. That averages out to be 1 out of every 20 subs gets a game. Can I do this? That's what I wanted. Yeah, so 1 out of every 20 subs will get a game. And oh, I don't have. I'm like, why am I not auto jumping? I know why. Alright, so that guy should be there. Yeah, this should have a little charge in it. Yes, it does. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Like I said, thank you. Be sure to sub. And until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.